Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another exciting episode of We Hope This Finds You Well with Rob, Chuck, and Jimmy. Tonight we do have a guest. I'm going to let Jimmy take over because I don't know who the fuck this person is.
Yeah, I'm in Texas. I have no clue who this weird lady is.
This is
We got a
danger.
rando here.
We got a rando. Shannon,
Typical James Slayton.
Shannon is my friend. I've known her forever. Rob, you kind of know her. Kind of.
Do I?
Not really, but kind of.
All right, so
Wait a
I've known.
what's your friendship backstory, Jimmy and Shannon?
I first met Shannon. Funny story. Amy Raw. I was dating Alex at the time.
Okay,
And
she was awesome.
I was with Dave Hillary. And
Cool dude.
Amy Ross was driving us around, and they were having a party at Chelsea's mom's house, I think. And we got dropped off with a case of Keystone Ice.
That sounds right.
And so we headed out back.
He said, nice, you got to get that 8% in you.
I told Amy not to leave. I thought she was going to come and chill because she was like my ride home. But she just was kind of
Yeah,
left.
ghosted you.
She literally hit me with her car because I was trying to stop her.
Wait, was it that? What was it? That fucking neon or whatever?
Yeah, that black neon.
Yeah.
Dude, I ended up on the hood. This is
I
like
know
a true
Amy.
story. Yeah, I ended up on the hood of that damn thing that night.
I haven't seen her since high school, but that sounds right for that period of time. You being hit by the car with Amy hitting you.
Yeah,
That
it's
sounds
like,
right.
What the fuck? So we get dropped off there, and we do our thing. We have a case of beer, so we're crushing it. I was getting flirty with somebody, and somebody else was getting flirty with me.
Nah.
I know who you're talking
Oh
about.
no!
And
Oh, shit.
Shannon was not feeling that, so she was because Shannon knew I had a girlfriend at the time. So she was like trying to separate me and this girl all night.
I
So
played
Shannon's
boss. I was a cock
Shannon's a
blocker
narc.
for Jay.
She was cock
For
blocking me.
those who don't know, James was quite the pimp when he was
No,
young.
I mean there was just a lot of hormones going on, dude. This is when I was like 15,
Hormones and hoes.
and no hormones and Keystone. I like it.
You know, I'm running hormones and haze.
That's just how it is. So
Haze and keys.
That was initially
Celebrate-
when we met.
yeah, she like yelled at me, and I thought she was gonna like try to fight me.
I might have.
And we ended up having to get a ride home from Alex's parents. And,
Oh.
me and Dave.
Jerry and Sharon.
We were so drunk in the back seat.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. I remember I got snowed in at her house one time with you.
Yeah, me and Rob got snowed in at Alex's house. It was great.
That's a
Wasn't
great
it?
house, too. They had the hot tub and everything.
Oh, and the downstairs.
Mhm,
That is-
Yeah, that was good times. Real good times.
for sure.
Fuck, dude. I'm sorry.
But
Continue.
we weren't allowed to sleep downstairs, but we ended up falling asleep downstairs.
Uh-huh. That's how it always happens.
with all the girls, and then we got in trouble for it.
Sounds about right.
But you know what? Totally worth it. I don't give a fuck.
But then
It was
we
all-
ended up becoming friends in college. What'd he say?
Yeah, would you say, Rob?
I said it was all over the cover stuff. It was all PG.
It was PG, maybe 13.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing X-rated, nothing hardcore,
No.
nothing
It
like
was just
that.
Some dry humping.
A little of that, maybe some light boob.
you know.
Nothing crazy. But yeah, and then so
I wonder what I was doing on that very night.
Final Fantasy.
good chance it was Final Fantasy.
Highly likely. Highly likely.
No, and I wasn't with Jimmy that night, I don't think. But or when you talking about?
No, he was talking about that specific night that me and you were sleeping over at Alex's house.
Yeah, you were playing Final Fantasy, and so was Greg. Greg was probably watching illegal porn on his black box thing that he had in his bedroom.
Yeah, and you would come in all scribbled on like the box.
Oh,
Is
for
that
sure.
what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Had a way higher class one than that. No. There was this.
Oh, yeah, if you had the black box, it was crystal clear. You were just stealing it from somebody.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
That good stuff. So then, yeah, well, Shannon is actually cousins with Chelsea. Do you remember Chelsea?
Yeah, doesn't she work at she was friends with Heather Trow, right?
Yeah, she works at her shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. Sure.
She
That's her
managed-
cousin.
Well, I mean, like, Right on.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. You kind of know her because they were all part of that crew from Plum that we used to hang out with.
Right on.
So, yeah.
Gotcha. So I know you, but I don't know you, but it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you,
As
officially.
per some pre-show discussion, Shannon and I know a lot of people.
A lot of mutual people.
Mutual friends.
Mutual friends.
Acquaintances.
Mm-hmm.
That whole valley there is
Well,
just...
she graduated from Plum in 2002, which is the same year Bill Gus graduated.
My man.
You know, that whole crew.
Who else graduated that same year? Did Artie?
Yeah.
Yep.
He's funny as hell.
Codwell and Duffy were the next year, correct? Or were they...
I know I don't know. I get confused. I know
Duffy was the same
Codwell
year
was
as
younger.
us. Or no, Codwell was the same year as us. The rest of them were older, I believe. And then Kenny was like a million years older than us, but he didn't go to Plum anyway.
No.
I was thinking of the CBAC guys.
Right.
Kenny was a million years older than us.
Yeah, just about a million. Maybe like 2 or 3, but a million.
Kenny.
It was 2 to 3 at the time.
It's
and now in
borderline
hindsight,
sketchy.
Yeah.
he was just this old dude that we found one day at a bus stop, and he was talking to a light post. We were like,
It's like,
"You got a
yo,
rad voice."
Pick
Kenny,
him
you wanna
up.
wait, what's your name, Kenny? Oh, your voice is fucking rad. Will you sing in this band? That was it.
You know what's funny? Is eventually, so we're talking about the singer from CBAC, a band that me and Charlie were in, and the Kenny was the singer for like 8 years or whatever, and the whole time. And out of nowhere, toward the latter end of the band, I forget where we went, but they called out Marcus, and he got up and went. And I sat there, my mind blown, because I'd known this dude for 8 years and I had no clue his real name was Marcus.
What? Wait, what? Wait, run that tape back. What the fuck did you just say? Kenny's
You're
name
right.
is Marcus?
His real name is Marcus Kenneth Boring, but I think maybe his pops or somebody just goes by
His given name.
right on. But I was just sitting there. I'm fairly confident I was, more than 3 sheets to the wind, and I was just like, wait a fucking second, dude. No way. Hold on. Time out.
Yeah, I did not know that.
I don't fucking know you, dude.
Yeah, that's wild.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Connecticut from Connecticut. Unmated piece of shit.
So Shannon, what do you want to talk about since you're the special surprise guest on the podcast?
I'd rather
What are
not
you
choose.
into?
What kind of music are you into?
What's like the latest thing you listen to?
God, I listen to everything. I don't even.
Worst
No techno.
answer
No
ever.
techno.
All right,
Oh.
no techno. We're in the no techno zone. We're good with that.
Everything else
What's
is
wrong
pretty
with
good with.
a little?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Kind of feel like partying.
I gave up the rave.
No, dude. I still listen to that. Not often. I listen to the more down tempo kind of stuff, but I love it. I still love like trip hop music and that kind of shit.
You're still ripping it up in that
Dork.
department.
Yeah, I don't dance around fist. What was it? Fist pumping.
Yes.
I don't do that anymore. I got rid of all my Affliction T-shirts, but I still listen to it.
I literally have never listened to any techno. ever.
That is a
Oh yeah.
that is a total lie. Total lie.
How is this a lie?
You had Alice DJ fucking Better Off Alone on your Napster because I made you download it, so you technically had it on one of your computers. And Paul Oakenfold for sure was on there as well.
Get the fuck out of here.
Were you caught red-handed, James?
No, not at all. My sister listened to that shit. I never did.
Oh, get the shit out of here, James. You loved it.
And
No,
the
I
dog ate your
didn't.
homework.
No, I never, ever.
Or what?
Dude, you know me. I'm fucking punk rock till I die.
Yeah, you are.
He loves him
If it-
some Fat Boy Slim.
Dude,
Jimmy
if it doesn't
Boy
have a
all
guitar,
day.
dude, I love Jimmy.
Or
World.
Jimmy Eat World, or
Yeah.
whatever the hell.
Yeah, Jimmy World. It's
This
awesome.
is Jimmy Eat Boy.
Close enough. I knew what you meant.
Wait, are we talking about Jimmy Eat World now? 'Cause
Yeah.
they are great.
Now that you're on the subject, we're going to talk about Jimmy World for 20 minutes.
There you go.
About how good of a band they are.
Those motherfuckers have 10 albums out now.
Out there just ripping
What's
it
your
up.
favorite album, Charlie?
My favorite is Futures by far.
I feel like everybody says Clarity.
That's a big one, and it's understandable.
I think I actually like Futures better as well.
Futures is incredible,
See what you started, Shannon?
and
Yep, and I can't
Well,
even chip in because I don't know anything.
The first one that I had was Bleed American, so like,
that's
Every
I think that's where
That's the
most of us
best.
got in.
of course, the sweetness
And
off of
I already-
Jimmy's
I know-
Napster is what.
I know this from years ago, but Jimmy's favorite song is a praise chorus because it starts with a drum beat.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
really true. I love that song.
He,
I remember
I don't know.
Jimmy
That's
played-
like a random memory I have.
That is so true, though.
That might be a Tom and Eddie's memory.
Wow, that's pretty
That's-
good. It's deep.
That's a coal cellar, Toke Cave, circa.
Yeah,
Know.
because it's a really easy song to play, but it's a jam.
That's what they do, man.
Mm-hmm.
They just write catchy riffs and hooks.
Have you ever seen? Oh God, what's Jimmy's last name?
The one next to me or the one from
Yeah,
Jimmy Eat
that's
World?
what I was thinking.
Jimmy World, you fucking
Jim-
Jim Arthur.
Jim Atkins.
Have you ever seen his Fender? His signature Fender?
Yes, I have.
God, it's fucking gorgeous. And he had it scaled down to be more like a Gibson. And it's kind of like this weird mixture between like a Les Paul and a Stratocaster. It is fucking cool.
Yeah. Have you listened to his podcast, Pass Through Frequencies?
I listened specifically just to the one with him and Matt Pryor, and that was it.
Well, it's cool because he's like a big gearhead, and he talks to other artists about like the type of gear they like to use and like Pro Tools and stuff like that, which I know nothing about, but it's fun to listen to.
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah. I always watch those. I really enjoy. I forget what the fuck the show's called, but it's on Netflix, and basically they go with bands, and the bands will show them like what they're playing on like their like live stage or what have you. And they'll go through like their amps and their pedals and all that shit. And I love watching that. And I feel like I am possibly learning something. And then I go out and buy pedals and have fucking no earthly idea how to use them. Like signal chain, like it's probably super simple. I just like eventually put them back in the box as they came in and like stack them up. Like, all right, well I have a delay pedal if I ever need it.
Yeah. Yeah, but his podcast is really cool. He talks to so many different people. Steve Aoki is one of them. You know Steve Aoki?
Aoki? Yeah.
Aoki. Well, back in the day, he was like, he would like host shows at his house, like in his kitchen or whatever. I guess he was. What is that? Drum machine.
It is a fucking MIDI keyboard and drum machine.
Fun.
Yeah, I was just being goofy while you were talking about him. Continue, sorry.
I don't know what I was saying. Steve Aoki.
Steve fucking Aoki.
It's Steve Aoki, that guy from over there.
Yeah, but he was like big into that like punk / emo scene back in the day, like in the late 90s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. How about that?
Do you guys know Steve Aoki? You might know him from Black Eyed Peas stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew the name's familiar.
He's the Asian looking dude, right? Not to sound like weird.
No, Steve Aoki is a DJ.
But didn't he do stuff with the Black Eyed Peas?
I'm not sure about that. He's like an internationally well-known DJ.
I might
He
be
probably was,
I might
though.
be mixing him up with somebody else.
He could still be jamming with the Black Eyed Peas.
I would.
I'm sorry, why not?
Fergie Ferg, you know?
Yeah, Fergie's cool.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, Charlie, is that a party snuff in your mouth right now?
Or are you just happy to see me?
Ho ho! You should put that in an upper decker, dude.
No thanks.
So we never got to the bottom of what kind of music do you listen to?
Well, I just kind of
think
left
she
it
said mostly
open-ended.
Caesar.
So what's that? Mostly.
Let's see.
Bottle of mud.
Pop country.
Not very much country. Very little. But mostly, I guess I'd say like blues, R&B, rock.
Gangster,
Like I'll go
gangster
from
rap?
listen. Oh yeah.
All right.
I'll go from some hardcore rap to listening
Okay.
to the Beatles to Otis Redding to
Okay,
Oh, okay.
Shannon,
That's
let's
just
narrow it down. Okay. Top 5 artists, any genre.
Oh, I can't do that.
You
That's
have
too
to.
many options. I'm overwhelmed with the options.
Those are way better answers.
We'll be
than I
here
normally do.
all fucking day if I have to pick 5. Right, James?
She will. She'll be
I
here
can't
all
even
day for
decide
that.
on a restaurant.
Especially when you have that broad of interest. Like mine's very
I'm fucking
narrow.
awful at that. I'm really awful at
I
that.
could listen. I could just look at my phone right now and be like, "Oh yeah, I listen to these 5 bands the most." Clearly,
Yeah, I can't really tell you what 5 bands I listen to the most.
Fuck, dude, no.
I'm all over the place.
I'm literally all over the place. Like I'll start out listening to like today. I listened to Hatebreed. I listened to the Superfly soundtrack from the
Nice.
70s.
Yep.
I was all over the goddamn place. Some Dr. Dre
Yep.
later on in the day.
Mm-hmm. I'll listen to like
yeah, you can't listen to
reggaeton.
Dre in the morning.
I'll do.
Well, no, I don't
Spanish
Dre.
music.
I don't Dre before 8. I don't Dre before 9 or 10.
Yeah, you
know?
can't.
Yeah, I was
you
gonna
can't
say,
Dre in
Dre-
the AM.
Dre's got to be
Can't do
afternoon.
morning Dre.
No, I don't. I don't morning Dre. I mean, you can morning Snoop Dogg. You can't morning Dre. Let's just face it.
You definitely morning some Snoop Lion at least.
Rawr.
Mate, laser, put the lights up. I actually really enjoyed that album, so it was good.
I just really enjoy him. I think he's hilarious.
I do too.
Dude, one of
He is
like
fucking
American
funny.
treasures. In like,
Him-
I,
Interacting
Some
with
people-
Martha Stewart is the best.
dude, people like try to give.
Yes.
He's like she has a worse record than he does because none of his shit ever stuck. Technically, she has more of a record than he does.
Yep.
Isn't that crazy?
That is wild.
I love every time you see that, like them on something on like I don't really watch TV, so typically it's like on YouTube. I'll pick something up here and there, and you just see like, you know, Snoop standing there or whatever talking with her, and it's just like, yes, this is the way America should be. I like this. This is the America I want to live in.
Yeah, he has his own cookbook out now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there's a recipe for gin and juice in it.
That's amazing, and I would like
love
to.
him.
And the recipe says like, pour some orange juice in a cup, pour some gin in a cup, gin and juice.
Okay,
He's the man.
next.
Done. Yeah, next.
He's
And there's
too
like a
funny.
picture of a solo cup.
You're fucking right.
It just reminds me of the Gin and Juice. When that album came out,
So
we were in the 3rd grade, I think, 3rd or 4th, and I had it on cassette. And I remember in the music video, he had the 1993 Penguins jersey on with the Pittsburgh that went.
good.
Yeah.
So
that
good.
was gin and juice when they sprayed the 40s all over the girl.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, that's the Fuck with Dre Day video.
Is it?
I think so.
When they sprayed the 40s?
Either way, it
that's
might.
gin and juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I think it maybe is a recurring theme. Because I think it's for sure in the
Spraying
Fuck with
hose
Dre Day.
with booze. Yeah, I'm sure. I can see that happening in multiple.
Can I tell you though,
Yes.
at some time in my life, because that kind of music, I mean, if you know me for like 20 minutes, you'll figure out that music was a big influence on my life, and I loved it a lot. And it's like changed the vehicles that I like and all of that kind of shit. But someday in my life, I want to open a fridge in my garage and have it full of completely frosty, cold, like fucking, like chilly cold 40s in there. Remember the one part of the Gin and Juice video or one of the early Death Row videos where they open up the fridge and there's just nothing but horizontal.
Yes.
I would have a 40s
I
party.
need that in my life someday.
We
Someday
should
I
have
have.
We should have a 40 party this summer.
Bring
I
your
would
own
do a
paper
40s
bag.
party.
Will you do some Edward 40 hands?
Edward 40 hands.
More games ever in my life. Alcohol.
Dude, Rob, you remember pounding 40s that my sister brought home when we were like 11 or 12?
We used to always go to Simmy's in Homewood and get them.
She has an amazing. Hey, you have an amazing Pittsburgh accent, and I just want you to know every time I hear somebody like that, because I live in Texas now, it makes me so happy. Like I continue to talk. This is great.
Oh,
Keep
yeah.
getting.
She's straight out the berg.
And then you get
I
there,
don't even
same-
hear it.
Of course you don't hear. I don't hear it either. But when I was back home, someone asked me where I was from, and I kind of got offended.
You've been out the hood too
You
long,
were
man.
like, what the fuck you mean you don't know where I'm
It's
from?
like, well, I guess I'm fixing to get to getting, you know.
Yeah. When you start saying shit like "reckon," that's when you know.
Yeah,
you know,
that-
she's-
But
And
they
my
say
ex-boyfriend.
fixing.
Reckon?
No. I reckon.
I guess it's time to come back, Rob.
I've been saying that for years, since day one. There's some really cool people down here, though.
I reckon it's time for you to get your ass back here.
It's a good time to get your ass back up there to Pennsylvania. That's more like what is that? Virginia?
I don't know what that was.
No, that wasn't Indian.
I think that was northern Arkansas.
Yeah, Indian would be
Yeah,
like,
possibly Little
I
Rock.
could do the Indian. Better get your ass back to 7-Eleven. Or
No, you can't do that.
I didn't mean to do that.
You can't
But
do
it's
that.
but it's done. It's been done.
I meant to say
On the internet.
That's it. You're getting canceled, bro.
Shoot, what is this cancer? I don't even
Yeah.
understand it.
Shane, I think Apu already got canceled from The Simpsons,
No, totally. Yeah.
and you're trying to bring it back.
She's bringing
That
back a
was
poo.
so mean. I don't even know what canceled is. All these fucking kids talk about this canceled shit. I'm like, what?
I know.
Who's canceled? I'll cancel you with my right foot in your ass.
She's gonna Red Foreman me.
You're right, Rob. She is a true Pittsburgher here.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm at home.
That's what I told my friend's 14-year-old
She
son. I
wouldn't-
said, I'll cancel you with my foot in your ass. Get your ass out of here.
She wouldn't be here if she wasn't a true answer. That's how we roll on this podcast.
Dude, I saw this. I saw this funny. I've TikTok is like the perfect thing for pooping. It's the best. It's the best for pooping, and it's best for my attention span because I have none of. So I was watching a bunch of TikToks, and it was this group of people, and they were
Wait.
making.
Can we time out,
Yeah.
Rob?
Mhm.
You would be into TikToks.
Oh, I'm sorry, Grandpap. My bad.
Derek sends them to me all the time. He loves it.
Dude, me and him talked about it when I was back at or him and I or what have you.
Yeah, my 13-year-old daughter watches TikToks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're out of your
All
element.
the kids are doing it these
You're
days.
out of your element.
I just fucking make
Kids.
TikToks. How would I be interesting 30 seconds aside from like falling over and there's a trumpet going like that would be about
You should try
thing.
it.
I have a glandular problem. But no, anyway, and it was kind of funny because it was like a group of black people and they were making fun of like white families. Like the little kid was like, Mom, when the fuck is dinner going to be ready? And the mom was like, oh, sorry, honey." And this redneck intervenes because they call it like a duet, maybe, I think. I really don't understand how it works. I just scroll and laugh my ass off. There's some really funny people. There's an albino.
you like the duet. You like mouth what the other person's saying.
I think so. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. All I know is the dude intervened on the video of making fun of white families, and he was this crazy redneck, and he was like, "Man, I don't want to tell you guys that you're wrong, but he's like, you can't be lumping us all into one." And he was like, "If I would have said that shit to my mother before, I would have said, when the fuck." He was like, "My mom would have beat my ass so goddamn bad," and I started laughing because that would have never happened in my house, and that is definitely like the common stereotype for like the middle class white family. Like you can talk shit to your mom and get away with it, but you can't. And if you especially lived in my household, you'd had some shit broken over your head
Oh
before
my
you
god!
could
I
get
couldn't even imagine talking like that. I would be scared shitless.
My mom would have whooped my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your mom would have killed you, Chuck.
Oh God, I wouldn't have wanted to been anywhere near if Mama Ruth would have came after you, Chuck.
No.
Shit.
No. Nobody
Roll
wants
it.
to see that. Mm-mm.
My mom carried a wooden spoon in her purse. Then she used it a slotted metal spoon.
I used to
Because she
hide.
broke the wooden ones on my ass.
I used to hide my mom.
Well, with this, you get more aerodynamics with the slots.
You don't catch any wind,
Yeah,
it breaks the wind.
it does.
And then I'd get soap in my mouth or flicked in the mouth or those fine hairs would get pulled on your neck.
My mom would always pull like the little bit of skin on the back of your arm.
Oh, that hurts. Those
Real
pinches,
tight,
the cow
talk shit in
bites.
your ear.
I think
Yeah.
that's my
Real
favorite scene
gas.
from A Christmas Story is when he gets the soap in his mouth and then he has like the fantasy and he comes in the house and he's blind and Ralphie, what happened? And he said,
It was so.
it was soap poisoning. And they're oh no.
Oh, Ralphie.
I'm sorry, I love that scene so much. It's
so
hilarious.
Good. It is so
Every one of
good.
us has our part for that too. That was nice. I enjoyed that. Every time the like my what's it called, air conditioning unit or HVAC unit starts making noise, I always go like, it's a clinker.
Dude, my unit outside honestly sounds like it's about to fucking take off into the stratosphere. It is fucking. I really thought it was like a week ago.
It's about the smoke.
Yeah, I need to get it replaced like this summer.
I'd consider
The
it.
condenser out.
Yeah.
It's just like fucking wobbling like a fucking out of balance.
Dude, it's bad.
Washer.
It's pretty old, so it's about time. And Chuck's gonna help me install a bunch of electrical stuff. Thank you so much. He came today.
Yay, we're so excited about it.
I am so excited.
Shout out to Chuck.
Shout out to Chuck.
Well, yeah, but meanwhile he's leaving his neighbor on that extension cord. What a great landlord. That's a throwback. If you've been with us, you'll get that inside.
Yeah,
joke.
that's for you guys. Deep cuts.
Deep cut.
Even have her on like a heavy duty, like, you know, one that takes a decent amount of amperage, like an orange one or some shit.
Yeah.
No. He's on the Christmas ones that are like the green ones that are real shitty.
Yeah, like the green or white or brown is real thin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gets the job done.
That's the shit that set houses on fire.
Yeah.
Charlie, and it's the ones that don't have the ground on them either. So they're fucking.
Definitely not a ground. People plugging their space heaters into them and wondering why they're calling the fire department.
So dumb. Don't be dumb, people.
Don't be dumb, Jesus.
Call an electrician.
Yeah. Don't.
And if he ain't, you don't call him. There has to be. There's union residential work too, right? Is that a dumb question?
That's not a dumb question. We do have residential wiremen in our union.
Are most of them new construction or do they do existing?
That depends on the contractor. Like I've done a little bit of residential stuff as a commercial electrician, but I don't know. It just depends on the jobs and the contractors, basically.
Charlie's the complete opposite of me when it comes to plumbing. I've done very minimal commercial work and almost like 95% residential.
Right.
Shit
And
is
I
full.
honestly, I would say most residential work is done by non-union workers.
I would venture to
Yeah,
guess.
I would assume.
It's just like,
Easy. You just
if
call.
you're and if you're a homeowner, like the pricing you get from a non-union guy is going to be way better than a union contractor. That's just how it is.
Right.
Especially for something like what we're doing, just replacing switches and receptacles. That's You don't want to pay a union guy for that.
Okay.
Sir Bald.
You'll be getting a deal.
Okay. Thank you.
You pay me with some Veltries.
Or whatever. Yeah, definitely Veltries for sure.
That was so good when I was back home.
We just had it.
Yep.
Shannon crushed a hoagie. I had some pizza. Chuck had a couple pieces. It's good stuff.
It was fucking awesome to see you guys as much as I got to. That was fantastic.
I
were
know.
just talking
we
about that.
we were just telling Shannon about that. It was really great because
It's
I was saying
shenanigans.
like Shannon. Normally, like when you come here, it's like a whirlwind, like 3 or 4 days or
Goddamn
something.
right it is, baby.
Yeah, fucking right. Where you got like 3 or 4 days and you got to see all your family, which you got a decent sized family. But you were here for like well over a week, so I got to see you a few times, which was awesome.
It was it had to be about 2 weeks, like damn near 2 weeks.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was,
it was
'cause
at
you
least
kinda
a
got
week and a
snowed
half
in.
because you got snowed in for a few days.
Yeah, because Texas got ass fucked by snow.
Yeah. How's
My
that
poor
doing, by the
wife
way?
is-
I know.
We're all
that's-
good. It was like 70 degrees out today, dude. I was in a t-shirt.
Yeah, but like 47 people died.
Oh, dude, there's
Which
people
is
getting
crazy because you
so-
had snow. People
There-
died because you had snow.
No. People died because they had no water, no heat, no electric.
electricity.
Right.
No,
And they
and
had no
because-
water, no heat, no electricity because you had snow.
And, the temperature.
It's because we don't get that kind of shit down here typically, and they don't prepare for it in any way, shape, or form. It literally
Well, I hope they do in the future.
Yeah, maybe it's time to wake up,
Like,
Texas.
I have a fucking
Like,
backup
yeah.
plan, guys.
Yeah, they didn't. And what's crazy, man, is some people were getting like bills for
Oh,
Like-
yeah, I heard about that.
like tens of thousands of dollars for
Dude,
a
if I were
short
those
amount of time.
people, I would fucking lead an army on the power plant.
I
From what
I also heard that Cancun is very nice at this time of year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Your boy Cruz, man, he dipped.
What
Him
an
in that
asshole.
nice new haircut.
When he dipped. He was fucking out of here, dude.
I'm
then
sorry.
he made
I
it-
know we pre-show decided we're not going into politics.
They
tonight.
specifically did.
So,
I've been good, and usually I'm the
I-
one that
that
goes
was-
nuts on politics.
I just want to say that's
No,
that's my bad. I had to take a dig there.
We could dip down low.
Look what
Oh,
you
live
started.
right.
So what else? What else is going on?
You bought a
Oh,
bunch of new albums.
Yeah.
What'd you get?
Well.
Well,
So yesterday was exciting because Saves the Day did a repress of In Reverie, which up to this point they had only pressed the original release in 2003 when the album came out. So it has been limited to 1,000 copies on vinyl up until this point in time. Yesterday, somehow a small vinyl record company got a deal to repress 1,000 more copies, and I got my hands on one, and it's a beauty. It's white with black and blue splatter, and
Nice.
I'm so excited that I got it because it sold out in under 2 minutes.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I'm in deep over here. It's bad. It's bad.
yeah, he's well above balls deep. That's for damn sure.
But Saves the Day is one of my favorite bands ever, and like when I saw this was happening, like what a time to be alive, you know?
And you got
What
it.
a-
You got it for a steal compared to what it was getting resold for.
Yeah, dude. Like, so they were selling it for a normal price, $19.99 plus shipping, which is a fine price. But then people are fucking flipping it already. We saw one up on eBay for $250, and this is just
Holy
a
shit.
pre-order. Like nobody has this in hand yet. It's not going to be pressed until May.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I know. But I got one, so I'm happy.
You gonna flip it?
Fuck no, I'm going to play the shit out of it.
That's right, baby. Don't flip that shit.
Rob, your backgrounds
Yeah,
are pretty crazy.
when my kids or grandkids take my stuff over, they can flip it, but I'm going to be playing that shit.
I'm gonna steal it from you like I've done with so many other Saves the Day albums,
Just one.
CDs. Well, that's all you know about.
I would have known if others were missing because I still have them.
You think so?
I let you borrow one and then you went to Texas with it. Is what happened.
Yeah, I didn't actually mean to take that in reality.
It's okay.
What was it?
I gave Rob a copy of Daybreak on CD.
So good.
And
So good.
It is. I might have said this before on here, but from a non-nostalgic point of view, it is my favorite Saves the Day album.
Yeah, I don't have any nostalgia attached to it, but it's one of the best written albums I think of theirs.
So good.
So, Rob, what'd you think about
Rune's a
that?
fucking beast.
Rob, what'd you think about that new NoFX CD album?
You ready to hear this?
Oh shit.
Say it.
Do you talk about just the single?
No, the whole CD.
Okay, yeah, here we go. I'm a terrible NoFX fan. I haven't listened to it yet.
You bum.
I thought
I
thought he said he did.
I did. I said I
You
did.
said Jimmy did. Okay.
Yeah, no, I listened to the single, which was good.
Well, the album
Which
is
one? The fucking linoleum cover?
No, the other one.
Linoleum.
Linoleum?
Linoleum.
What the fuck is what? Wait. all right. What the fuck is NoFX doing out hanging out with Avenged Sevenfold? Like, seriously.
Because Avenged Sevenfold are really big fans of theirs. They've toured some together with Warped Tours and stuff like that, and they became buddies. What, people who don't like different music can't be friends? Charlie?
Yeah, Shannon
Not
doesn't.
Charlie?
Shannon has no liking of punk rock at all. Hardly.
And
That's
actually,
not what I'm saying. Of course they can be friends.
Avenged Sevenfold covers Linoleum. They have been doing it for years.
Yeah, all I'm saying, okay, I get it. Of course I get it. And that's
And
fine.
those two guitar
you-
players are
Like, you don't like Dolly Parton?
Oh, I appreciate it.
Everybody loves Dolly Parton, right?
Well-
How could you not love her?
Yeah, I mean, that's the right answer. But
So what's
I
your
don't-
point?
the point is, I don't listen to that type of music, but I fucking love Dolly Parton. I would be cool with
All
Dolly
right,
Parton.
well, chill out. You don't need to be that
Ooh.
cool on her.
It's a respect.
I mean, I'm pretty damn cool on her. I'm with Jimmy
Yeah,
and Shannon.
Shannon knows what's up.
All right. Well, what I'm saying is, I guess what I'm saying is, I don't like Avenged Sevenfold and I don't like NoFX. So why the fuck are they hanging out? Yeah, that's a fair argument, right?
Hell, my friend, you're a douche.
What are you doing with these weird backgrounds on Skype here?
I have no clue, but I'm enjoying them.
Keep clicking. I like it.
Currently, for those who are listening, because there's never going to be a watching, I'm in an apartment, maybe Upper West Side. Currently,
Yeah, that's
I
what
was
My
gonna
back-
say like maybe like an office space, kind of
you're in an office
like
space.
a window office.
Fucking call me. I'm in the Upper West Side, dude.
All right, cool.
He's in
Good for
fucking
you, man.
Carrie's apartment.
Moving on up.
The Upper West Side.
Story.
You guys aren't real Ghostbusters fans because you didn't know what I was saying there.
I love the Ghostbusters.
The Upper West Side.
You know what else I love? Coming to America.
Lamp?
Are you,
I love Lamp.
Are you doing your Coming to America review now?
Yeah, I was trying to lead
James,
into
Here's what I need you to do. I need you to tell me about it, but don't tell me
that.
about
That's
it.
what I'm gonna do.
It's not really a movie you can spoil. It's not like
Well,
it's not
obvious.
like Iron Man dies in it.
Right. So there's no like,
Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good.
yeah, there's not gonna be any like big twists or turns. Believe me, I'm not gonna spoil anything. But I thought it was an entertaining movie. All in all, I mean, it was a cast that had anybody who was anybody from like the 80s and 90s. If you're a black dude or lady,
Okay, I'm thinking. What would you give it out of 10?
I give it a 6.9.
All right, we'll call that a 7.
I give it a 7.
Yeah, that's a weird number to
We're gonna
get.
round up there.
You're so cool with your
We're just going to go ahead and
69s.
bypass your 11-year-old joke.
Yeah.
The funny part is, like, I was looking right at him. He wasn't joking. That's just the number that came to his head.
He thought very hard about
That was a
that.
lit-
That's just
That was a
programmed
legit
with him.
6.9.
Look, you
Yeah.
got to give it a fair score.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give it a fair score.
You know
we,
what?
we
Respect.
did
Take
watch
that
it
back.
last night. I'm gonna give it like a 4.
Ooh,
Ooh.
Whoa.
that's a burn.
I'll give it a
You're
4.
not helping me want to watch it right
So,
now.
and
I'm going to watch it.
All right, my thought in my head is it was okay and it was decently entertaining.
Yeah.
But then it was like a little less than that.
It wasn't super funny.
Right, and it's supposed to be
Really?
funny.
It is. It was more entertaining than it was funny. It kept me involved, but I wasn't like, this is hilarious. Leslie Jones made me laugh out loud, though.
Leslie Jones.
Dude,
Leslie
so-
Jones is always great.
She is so fucking funny.
She was probably the best part of the movie.
I'm trying to think who that is.
She was on Saturday Night Live.
Saturday Night Live. She's in the new
The
Ghostbusters
girl
movie.
Ghostbusters.
Why can't I picture her face? I know her.
She's the like tall black lady.
I love her.
Yeah, she's
Hysterical.
hilarious.
She's in this movie.
funny as hell.
And she's hysterical in this movie.
Correct.
Okay.
That,
Probably the funniest.
yeah.
Like, Eddie Murphy's not even really like that funny, but I think he's like,
He's almost barely in it.
I love
yeah.
But
her.
from what I gather, isn't it like kind of about his kid or some shit?
Yeah. His kid, he had a kid
Yeah.
in New York. And
So it's like the classic story from every other movie ever. This is Apollo. This is fucking Rocky.
yeah,
This is-
exactly. And he
Well,
wants him to take. the
And I was
throne,
I was
you know, blah, blah,
telling
blah.
Jimmy and
So
Shannon,
random.
before because I got here and Grown Ups was on TV and they're like,
Love-
oh my god, this movie's so funny, oh my god,
I,
and, and I said, guys, what the fuck are you talking about? This movie is horrible.
of course it is.
Dude.
So-
Of course.
Okay, so
it's
here-
supposed to.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
here's what happened with Grown Ups, and here's how I feel about it. Adam Sandler got a group text going with all his buddies, and he was like, "Hey guys, let's come hang out at this fucking lake house, and we'll bring cameras with us and film a movie, and we'll do a bunch of inside jokes that nobody gets, but we'll laugh."
Charlie, quick question.
Yep, go ahead.
If I had Adam Sandler's money, I would do the exact same thing with the
Yeah,
fucking two people I can see on this screen.
No, dude, I get it, and I
So stop
completely
You
agree
will
with
never hate on Adam Sandler. I will not let that happen, except for unless you're going to hate on him for Jack and Jill.
Oh, that was a terrible movie.
Yeah, that movie
that.
sucked.
Okay, but me as a viewer of the movie did not like it. Me as Adam Sandler, fuck yeah, let's get together and film a movie while we're doing it.
I think that's pretty dope because like Dante, like a couple of his buddies, like clearly would not be actors. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like aside from Chris Rock and the other guys, but
David
Okay,
Spade,
so-
Kevin James.
Basically, my point is,
Yeah.
Rob, whenever they decided to make a Coming to America, Eddie Murphy did the same thing. He got out his phone, he got a group text going and said, "Yo, what's up, Wesley Snipe? Yo, what's up, Arsenio Hall? Let's make a movie. Bring your cameras." It's going to be like decently entertaining, but not very good.
I'll take decently.
It was entertaining.
I'll never watch it again, but it was all right.
Same.
4 out of 10.
6.9.
Well, I plan on watching it. I have more homework than I know what to do with currently, and I'm doing this, so that's functional. So I'm gonna try to sneak it in tomorrow. So I'll let you guys know where between the 4.0 and the 6.9.
I got
right
a
now.
question for you, Rob. Where are you now? Google office?
Yes, currently I'm at my Google office.
Looks like a modern art museum.
I'm not 100%
This is
sure.
a,
I just bored real quick.
This is a visual bit on a audio medium.
No, this is just for you guys. This isn't for anybody else. I'm naked, just so everybody else knows. You're welcome. I know you were wondering. How about this one? I really like this one.
What is that? Is that like pipe cleaners?
Look like eels. So Rob, how was your flight back?
Yeah, it was nice. It was all right. No,
Did you splurge for that first class?
goddamn right I did.
Did you? Nice.
Yeah, I didn't pay for the ticket in general, and then the upgrade was like $75. So I was like, typically I'm like, if me and TL were going somewhere, I would be like, yeah, let's pay the extra money, let's do it. But typically for myself, I'm like, fuck, I'm not gonna pay. I got these short ass legs. Why the fuck would I pay for extra leg room? Yeah, I'm at a staggering 5'9", and it's mostly torso. I look like Johnny Bravo. Except for not as good of a hair. But the yeah, you're welcome, Shannon. Shannon, you fucked me up. I forgot what I was.
I laughed.
Your flight home.
Oh yeah, right. So I ended up upgrading, and I had a nice sandwich.
Was it better food?
No, I don't normally eat when I'm back there. I ain't pay for that shit. But it was, free.
Right.
It was garbage. I had a scotch on the way home. That was nice. And then my wifey picked me up at the airport. That was awesome.
Fun times.
It was nice to be back here at our physical house. I just wish it was in Pennsylvania.
Right.
I could uproot this bitch and move it there. It'd be the best.
Yeah. Well, it's been kind of meh weather here too. Not too cold, not too.
It's supposed to get really nice though this week.
Yeah. Is this supposed to get nice?
This upcoming week. It's supposed to get like in the 60s. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
According to our weather girl, Shannon, the weather's supposed to be getting nicer.
You're welcome.
So, let me look here. So what we're going to have is we're going to have a nice wind, moving up in this way, upwards.
Up from the northeast.
There's going to be a nice a downward pressure system going on up here in Upper St. Clair, moving down towards College.
Right up here, moving up from Wheeling.
It's got to be over here at Heidelberg, Cannonsburg area.
Bro, you forgot about Bridgeville.
Yeah. It's my neck of the woods.
Yes, it is.
Dude, how about this shit? They are supposed to, so this state government a couple years ago passed a law where they can now put like toll bridges or whatever, toll areas on more roads or some shit. But the bottom line is they're supposed to put like a toll right in Bridgeville, like right in the bridge. So I'd have to pay an extra $1 to $2 every time I went to work every day.
Yep.
I'm fucking pissed.
Yeah, I would be.
Bullshit.
Since you said L, I'm thinking about Nelly.
I'm thinking about Nelly.
Find me in St. Louis, where they gonna bring the rain all day. Yeah,
Nelly.
all day.
Excuse me, I gotta open up the box of fun.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible. You know what sucks down here is so I don't know where I'm going ever because this place is fucking monstrous. So I use the GPS constantly, and I think that Apple Maps or Google Maps, whatever I use, Waze, whatever. I think they're in cahoots with the city. I think they're in cahoots.
Why is that?
Because it'll put you on the fucking highways every time. And it'll put you on the toll roads because it's going to go the fastest way no matter what.
You can
basically
change
have to
No,
go-
you can
Yeah.
you can change that. You can.
Hey, I was literally in the process of saying that before you interrupted me.
All right. Well, I'm just calling bullshit, but continue.
I'm saying that it's made that way rather than so it's made for the people who design the product, back the product rather than the consumer. Even ways. It's bullshit. That's all I'm saying. So I've run into that a bunch of times because I'm driving.
But you can change it to say no toll roads, and it won't take you on any toll
Really?
roads. So what the fuck are you talking about?
shit.
Yeah, but Rob's saying it's like the default setting is like to take you to the
Yes.
toll
It's the
roads.
default,
Yes.
and also too,
Well, yeah,
the thing
that's
here
because
is-
the default setting is the fastest route, which would be the toll roads. I don't understand
Fucking
your
com-
argument.
God, you're a goddamn communist, Charlie.
All
My
I'm saying,
argument,
all I'm saying is I don't understand your argument. If you're gonna throw it out there, you better back it up.
well, I'm talking specifically about Texas, you dumb motherfucker, where they don't fucking put signs up correctly like we do in Pennsylvania, and they don't light them. So the next thing you know is you're on a toll road. They literally drive and turn into toll roads here. It's like barely even a turnoff. Like you can be in a lane, and then all of a sudden you're not able to get out, and you're forced to
Okay,
get on a toll
okay,
road.
but if you set your fucking GPS,
It's not like the turnpike.
listen, but if you set your GPS for no toll roads, won't it take you off those roads?
Does this motherfucker keep saying the same thing, even though we've already acknowledged that I know that?
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it?
You get that.
So what's the issue?
The issue is it's the default setting, I think.
You're really dumb. Are you drinking IPAs again?
Yeah.
Oh, I am. How'd you know?
You lose your shit on IPAs. You get violent, you get angry.
Oh, it makes
you-
them aggressive.
That's interesting. I didn't know alcohol, like different types of alcohol affect people differently. Check
Oh,
you out,
yeah.
Charlie. Charlie only gets beer muscles from the most hipster of beers. It waxes his mustache for him.
From the hipster beers. I love a good hipster beer, though. I ain't mad at it.
Why don't you just change the default settings? What the fuck? I still don't get it.
Charlie,
Yeah?
can you look at the screen? Remember like 5 minutes ago when we started talking about this and I said you interrupted me as I was saying that I went in and I changed it?
Yes, I didn't interrupt you.
So then why do you keep saying it? Because that's what I was saying. So clearly I know that. You're stupid.
All right. Yeah, but so what's the beef then?
But there's no yeah but though. You're a parent. You know how that goes.
Yes,
There's no yeah but.
Yes, and
We are not doing what is it called?
it's called improv.
You're not doing improv, Charlie.
We're always doing improv here, buddy.
It's true. You got me on a technicality.
All right, so we'll let that go. That has yet to be resolved. how Rob works his GPS.
It's a work in progress.
Do you get service down there?
Like cell phone reception?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this isn't like the Wild West. I live in the fucking metro.
Dude,
He
I don't know
lives
why.
in Texas, James.
He could live in a rural part.
Like, do you
I
have,
mean, I live in rural Texas, but we have 5G.
do you have to stand next to a cactus to get reception?
You walk out to the middle of the field where they have that like group phone.
I don't
in
know why
town.
this is so funny. There are parts of this fucking United States where they don't have great fucking service.
Ever seen a
It always
picture
happens
of?
in a
I don't
scary
think
movie.
I highly doubt that
Yeah.
Dallas Fort Worth is one of those areas though.
Well, he doesn't live right in Dallas, Fort Worth.
About an hour outside of it.
See?
But it's kind of like Pittsburgh, whereas like if you're an hour outside of Pittsburgh, you could literally be in the middle of the fucking country.
Yeah,
That's
you go
right. Where-
camping and shit like that. You know.
That's my point.
Whereas you're like, depending on which direction you went an hour in, you could either be like in scrubby woods or like desert and shit.
But also, like, Dallas Fort Worth is a bigger metropolitan area than Pittsburgh is, right?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah! Yeah, like the
So, like
shit, dude.
mileage
by, like,
wise,
an
mileage wise, your hour is closer to that area than ours would be, right? Because you're not just zooming up 28 to like Katanning or something.
No. I mean but it's a lot further distance than your hour would typically take to get somewhere, for sure. Like my home is about an hour away from the city of Fort Worth, a little less possibly, and you can go 70, 75 miles per hour throughout most of that highway ride down there. It still takes about that long,
Okay.
and it's almost literally a straight shot south from where I'm at, or some shit like that, east. A direction.
Compass. There's a
I don't
compass involved.
Yeah,
You
north,
just
south,
put it
east.
into your GPS, you'll figure it out.
Compass reference, But yeah, it's not the same at all. Actually, that's one of the things I missed most about Pittsburgh is the fact that everything's too fucking far.
Yeah.
Well,
Like if I want to go to a show, dude, it's so fucking far.
yeah, that would suck.
Texas is spread out like that, though. You can see for miles.
Yeah, it's
'Cause it's flat
weird.
and spread out.
I'll never forget, like the first time I realized that I was in an AT&T store that I ended up working in shortly thereafter, and they had like this big ass glass window, and it was kind of at a higher elevation, and you could see for like 30 or 40 miles.
Oh yeah.
And I've never been like on a regular place without like being on a mountain and never been able to see like that. I'm just staring out the window, and eventually I must have been standing there too long, and some kid that worked there eventually walked up and was like, "Sir, are you okay?" Like a dumbass. I was taken back.
concerned.
And you're like, can I have a job?
I was all fucking mad for sure. He's like, "This fucking guy's gooning out over here."
You're like, hire this guy.
Goober.
Yeah, he's management material. But the kid, I'm like, "Dude, look how far you could see." He's like, "Yeah." Like, you need help with your phone or something? I'm like, yeah, sorry.
It's pretty cool,
So
though.
weird. Yeah, it's crazy, but it's also boring as shit.
Yeah. For sure.
So, Jimmy, what are your thoughts on the new NoFX album, which is called Single Album, I believe?
I thought it was pretty good, all in all. Some tracks were better than others.
Obviously.
They have a couple slow ones, which I'm not really into for obvious reasons. Drummer, some faster ones though that kicked ass. My favorite probably is the Linoleum, which is basically kind of a cover of Linoleum, one of their old songs that every band and their mother has covered.
It's like on YouTube, I think there's like 700 and some odd bands that are covering it.
Right.
Yeah, I did see that video. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess like Fat Mike didn't know until like someone made mention to it or something on to him about how many people have covered it. And I would assume by now they would have to be more than overplaying that shit.
Oh, well.
I know El Jefe has arthritis in a couple of his fingers, so like playing some of the big parts of that are actually pretty painful for the dude.
That sucks.
Yeah, he's old. They're all old.
Yeah, it's kind of sad to see that when they start slowing down and not,
Well,
not able to jam
Makes
with
you
these
realize
two.
how old you are.
That too.
Well, they were in business long before we were fucking. I mean, they had their first album. S&M Airlines came out. I guess their first like real decent album. S&M Airlines came out in like '89.
Yeah, I was gonna say late '80s.
Well,
They've
dude,
been
that's
around
like-
a while.
That's like seeing a band like Bad Religion. They've been around since like the
Yes.
early '80s.
Uh,
They're
yeah,
literally
Suffer-
like grandfathers
like-
right now.
Suffer came out in like '85. Was their first album.
That's what I mean. These dudes are in their like 60s.
and they're still
Dude,
pumping it
he's
out.
the
though.
fucking professor at Berkeley.
I know.
That's the craziest shit
Oh,
ever.
wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh shit, Kevin,
Greg.
Gaffin.
Gaffin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude's
I mean,
awesome.
obviously, probably like liberal arts
no,
at Berkeley.
It's like biology. Evolution.
Really?
I think it's evolutionary biology or
Oh
something.
wow.
Damn.
You know, I did know that, and I just fucking talked shit a little bit. And I didn't mean to.
Or like anthropology or something like that. Like a science, a hard science.
Yeah.
Aaron, Rob? Did you know that Aaron Weiss is a professor now at Idaho, some university in Idaho?
No, professor of what?
I think some type of philosophy, which makes sense.
Who's Aaron
Yeah.
Weiss?
Aaron Weiss is the lead singer and lyricist for Me Without You,
Oh.
my number one favorite band.
It makes perfect sense, Jimmy. It's not your cup of tea. There's like, I would send you one song, January 1979. That would be probably the only song I think you would like.
I don't know. He
Whether-
might like A to B Life. That's pretty.
The whole. You think?
The first album, it's like post-hardcore, pretty.
You're
fast
right.
And heavy.
Right.
Before,
Yeah, you would probably like that.
before like the talk singing.
But yeah, the dude's. If you look up his lyrics, it's pretty wild shit. Creative, not like mind blowing or anything. Just real creative ways to describe shit. Well, awful lot of food references. Did you ever notice that, Charlie?
Food and animals, yes.
Uh-huh.
I like both of those things.
I do
Well,
too.
there you go.
Big animal guy.
Yeah, big food girl.
Well, if you're a big animal guy, you might like 10 Stories because it's a concept album about a circus train that derails in Montana, and it's the stories of all the animals that escape.
Well, I feel like I grew up in a circus, so
There you go.
Interesting.
it'd be like going home.
Oh, Charlie, if what's the fucking the song about the baker, the fox?
The fox, the cookie, and the crow.
Yeah, there we go. That's another one that I think would be potentially likable.
I don't think James would like that song.
Yeah, as soon as you start singing about like pumpernickel bread and stuff, Jimmy would be like, "What the fuck?"
Well,
No.
there are a lot of food references in that song. Might get
Well, I mean, it's about a baker. It makes sense for that one. But the other ones, they'll talk about like, peas only coming up ankle high, and
aubergine, which is an eggplant.
bitter as mustard beans.
Didn't know that.
Ah, good times.
This is all learning experience for me.
It is. I don't fuck with eggplant too much.
Oh, I love it all.
Eggplant can be really good, like eggplant parm. Or
Yes.
Rob knows he's had some moussaka at my house,
Moussaka.
What's that?
it's like a pressed eggplant, almost like a lasagna type of thing, but it's eggplant.
It's my favorite
instead
thing
of
that Jenny
pasta.
makes.
She's only
It's my
made it.
favorite.
She's only made it like twice, and you had one of them.
I'm sure
Yeah, it was amazing.
sounds like that's something I would have eaten.
It's really good. Yeah, it's like a layered eggplant dish, and there's meat, and it's basically like a lasagna, but instead of pasta, it's eggplant.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically, it sells out every year, like instantaneously at the fucking food festival.
Moussaka.
Moussaka.
Hey,
Well, I'm Syrian, so
moussaka.
we eat similar.
I actually don't know. I
Opa.
always. Opa. I like a little bit of ouzo. Never hurt anybody.
Yeah,
Is it-
Syrians, they eat like kebabs
I'm
and
sure.
shit.
I'm sure it did though, Rob.
Do what?
No, yeah, a lot of people.
Don't Syrians eat like kebabs and shit?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we eat like grape leaves too.
Great place.
Oh man! While I was in Pittsburgh, I ordered. I had a shawarma delivered in grape
Ooh,
leaves,
shawarma is
and
I'm picky about my grape leaves, though. I'm spoiled.
I didn't even know it was a thing.
oh yeah, they're amazing.
Oh, I fucking.
What the fuck are they called for real?
I always forget the real name of them. Well, I'm Syrian. My dad's family's Syrian. I've seen them as grape leaves on the menu, but the actual name for them, I always forget.
Oh, what about
The baba ganoush.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
the
eggplant.
baba ganoush.
That's roast eggplant. My grandma makes it all the time. My family makes it all. Hummus, the Syrian stuffed cabbage, kibbe, tabbouleh.
Oh, kibbe's the shit.
Ugh, I do not like kibbe. I do not.
Fortunately, like I've always been that person that like will go somewhere and see like the weirdest place and go like I'm gonna go eat there. I remember I was walking around in Oakland and I like walked by. Do you remember where the Aladdin's was back in the day?
Yeah.
It was like
Right
almost
around the
to, yeah, like by where that like first Starbucks was right there.
Yeah.
Typical way that Pittsburghers talk about how to give directions. You're like, remember where that where it's not anymore? Turn left there.
Yes.
But there was an Ethiopian place, and I remember like in my head being a little like young prick kid and being like, wait, what? Because isn't that the place that
You're like,
lady,
wait.
the fat lady?
Ethiopians don't eat. What are you talking about?
Yeah. That's where we're
I
going.
thought of, yeah, exactly. I was just trying to be more delicate.
You talk
Because,
about
you know,
you talk about Sally Struthers eating all the
yes, that's exactly what I mean.
Park episode.
Starving Marvin.
eating
Yeah.
all the ding dongs or whatever in the warehouse.
Starvin' Marvin.
That's a classic
I
episode.
remember that one.
Well, that's what we need to talk about. We need to talk about South Park because I just watched their COVID special, fucking hysterical.
Oh, I didn't watch it yet.
And the next, they're gonna have a vaccine special coming up this week, and that
Nice.
looks hysterical too. They fucking crush it every time.
I haven't watched South Park since 1999.
I haven't
I know,
either,
me
but like
too.
just a couple of the newest episodes
Yeah.
that are hysterical.
I would catch them by accident, and they were funny. I was surprised.
Pretty much never stopped watching because, well, I stopped for a little while. I kind of just fell off, and then when me and TL first started dating, I went over to her apartment and she had like a bunch of the seasons on DVD or Blu-ray or whatever, and I was like, "Whose are those?" She's like, "They're mine. I love South Park." I'm like, "Yes." She like that I do. She watches like fucking Family Guy and Bob's Burgers and shit. I'm like, "You're the best."
I love Family Guy.
But we watched the shit out of South Park. Not recently as much. It's more Bob's Burgers and Always Sunny.
I love It's Always Sunny.
yeah, always
That
sounds the
shit's
best.
fucking
Probably one of the
hilarious.
greatest shows of all time.
Oh, I love it.
We just started watching It's Always Sunny because Jenny had never seen it before.
What'd you think about it?
There's no words.
She doesn't like it.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
I could see that.
It's so bad.
She's still giving it a chance though. We're in season 2 now.
Still
So
learning
Danny
characters.
DeVito is there, which is a whole other element, you know.
She's got to make it through
Frank.
one more season to get to like the really good Frank, like the garbage man Frank.
when he starts pulling his gun out all the time.
Look, there, I had my two-
basically, so far she's saying it's like just like dirty guy humor, and I'm like, yeah, that's why
is.
that's why it's so funny.
That's
it's
why
like,
guys love it.
They're degenerates.
right? It's
They're
like
complete
it's
degenerates.
it's purposely offensive to make us laugh, and
It's
that's what I love about it.
It's so awful.
Yeah, wait till she sees like the Nightman Cometh.
Yeah. In that sun, in that boy's
Hell.
hole.
Or fuck, there's so many. That's like
The one where they
literally.
do the child pageant and then they do like the new patriotic song.
He's like
It's like Yankee Doodle, but it's like techno.
It's so.
It's so creepy.
I come up with the bloody nose. Frank's got the bloody nose. He's like, you gotta come up with a song like, we don't diddle girls, we don't diddle girls, because he was all worried
Yeah,
about it.
he keeps talking about diddling girls.
It's the worst. Or when Dean Dennis become crackheads.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, when Dean
He's
Dennis
like-
become crackheads is good.
Whenever Mac gets fat in Dennis, and he's like, if there's anything you wanted in the whole world, it was whenever Mac had the bag of enchiladas,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and he's like, anything you wanted to Dennis. He's like, if there's anything you wanted in the whole world, and Dennis was just sitting there eating all the enchiladas or whatever the fuck they were, chimichangas.
He's like, crack.
He's like, anything in the world. Crack? He's like, what?
Yeah, I want to smoke crack right now.
Crack right now. He's like, well, let's go get Roxy and get the. Remember Roxy, the character Roxy?
Yeah.
It's tighter than dick skin. That shit had me dying.
Remember the Dynasty?
Dynasty, yeah. Who's Shady McNasty's?
Shady Nasty.
Shady Nasty, yeah. Dynasty. It's my Dominic.
Or Charlie, when he cuts the brake line, he's the
Wild
wild
card.
card. He's like, wild card, bitches. He cuts the line. He jumps
Charlie's
out of
the
the van.
best.
He's my favorite. He is my favorite.
He's the one guy that if TL came home and she was like, look, I'm sorry, this is over. There's somebody else. And, like, probably the only man in the whole world that if she was like, it's Charlie Day, I'm sorry, I'd be like, oh, okay.
Fair enough.
Fair. That's fair, yeah.
Let me go pack up my
So,
stuff.
we can replace Nick Jonas with Charlie Day.
There
I think.
you go.
I think that's fair. I'd accept
think that's
that.
fair. Yeah.
That's fair.
Nick
So,
Jonas?
I'm sorry, Rob. That was a pre-show discussion.
That's a fair one to say. I don't know what it was, but he's a babe. He's a babe. Boy can sing too. He is the one with the shaved head, yeah?
Yep, that's the guy. He got that buzz cut. Straight out of Penheasy.
There you
That's how the kids are doing it these days.
That dude was on a pretty good show called Fighter, maybe? Some shit like that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think he was also on a show called like The Jonas Brothers or something like that.
Yeah, and that cheesy shit. That shit took him the whole way to the bank a bunch of times.
I know, he did too.
That's the fucked up part. It's like, you want to make fun. You want to be like, "Bleh, you're in the Jonas Brothers." Bleh. He's like, yeah, I have fucking 7 McLarens. Suck my fucking Jonas Brother dick. And you're like, fair enough. Let me get back in my normal car and drive away now.
Yeah, he's probably pretty paid, I would imagine.
I should hope so. I mean, the fucking kid's never been not like a normal human.
Well, that's what you get when you're in the business, you know,
In
as
the
a child.
biz.
That's what you get for entertaining us.
I'll
dumb
tell you what, though,
motherfucker.
those Jonas Bros, they make some good pop music. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. My grandma did buy or was it Zayn? Is he part of the Jonas Brothers?
I think that's One Direction.
Oh, I get them all mixed up.
The Jonas Brothers all have the last name Jonas. That's how you can.
I had that one coming.
That's how you can differentiate.
Dude, but what if they didn't? Like, what if they're like,
That
"Hi,
door was
I'm
wide open. You just walk through.
Hi, I'm Matt Jonas. Hi, I'm Steve Stevenson." And they're like, "Who the fuck is that?" It's like,
He was adopted.
It's like that dude ain't a Jonas brother.
his mom is a crap.
It's like being the other Manning brother.
Yeah, that fucking dude.
Nobody
At
even
least
knows his
his
name.
Yeah, at least his. You gotta hope that he doesn't have dumb face or giant forehead like both of his brothers.
Oh, he definitely does, but not of the athletic ability.
Aw.
Could you imagine being at that table or being like there's
Poor thing.
what 3 Watt brothers if you're like the 4th Watt brother
Yeah,
Aw,
and
yeah,
you like play
definitely.
golf but not.
I know.
Well, it's
Yeah.
the same thing with the Stahl brothers in the NHL. Like
Yeah.
like the three of them,
Jo-
Jordan Stahl, Eric Stahl, and Mark Stahl. They're all like, you know, big time professionals. I don't know if the other one ever made it out of like the AHL.
That's rough.
God, like, can you imagine, like, if I'm far too competitive. It's a good thing that, like, I'm not athletically gifted because I wouldn't be able to contain myself. Like, if I was in a family like that, I would, like, the first time I won a Super Bowl trophy, I would just, like, send the most inappropriate picture.
Shit all
And,
over your
like,
brothers.
Dude, just, like, I would just, it would be awful. It would be, let's just say, you know, fucking Thanksgiving would be
I'm
awkward.
definitely bringing the fucking Lombardi trophy to fucking Christmas.
I'm spiking it on the fucking
the
turkey and being like,
centerpiece.
there's your spatchcock, bitch. You know?
Yeah, I brought my +1, bitches.
Yeah. Here's my +1. Has a lot of
Take
other
it to
names on
weddings
it though.
and stuff. You can have the +1s put in the chair next to you.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway, Rob, the reason the whole Jonas Brothers thing came up is because Jenny has a thing for Nick Jonas, and he was on Saturday Night Live last week, and he's just not that good looking. I don't get it. And he's like 5'4". They're
I
all.
don't think he's like a dime piece or anything, but the kid's talented. He seems
Oh
charming.
no, he's
Dime
definitely
piece.
talented, but like, I mean, when we're talking about like a top 5, it's all about looks.
Well, maybe she
Let's
finds him
be
charming.
real. It ain't about personality.
And like you said, he's got that like buzz cut, and
He kind of has like a little bit of like an underbite or some shit going on. He's gonna. I
don't
watched
know,
that
like,
episode.
I'm just
SNL.
thinking, like, for my wife, I'm thinking like you can do better, hun. You know,
I mean, like, yeah,
like Chris Pratt, we get that, okay?
Oh, hell yeah. Chris
Of course.
Hemsworth. Oh, hell yeah.
We get that. Zac Efron,
Yeah,
I get
he's
that
up
for
there.
sure.
Yes.
Like,
somebody gets Shanann in a
let's
fucking
replace Nick
Wait.
Jonas with Charlie Day, and we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
That's a fair
We're
compromise.
doing it for her.
Yeah.
Not only is he cute, but he's fucking hilarious.
He's got a great
Funny guy.
Personality.
Great personality.
It goes
Amazing.
a long way. I assure you, it goes a long way.
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot further.
He was good in Bad Bosses.
Horrible
Oh.
bosses.
Horrible bad I'm thinking of what's it? Bad Moms. Bad Moms. I was thinking,
Yeah.
but he's not in that. It was
both
horrible.
both are
Bosses.
hilarious movies.
Yeah.
In Horrible Bosses, whenever
Funny.
what the fuck is his name from goddamn
Kevin Spacey.
Uh,
Sudeikis?
no, the chick from Friends.
Oh, Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston.
When Jennifer Aniston's like the what is she, a dentist, and he's like a dentist or
Yeah.
some shit.
And she's a sex addict.
Oh, dude,
my
that shit
God. I know.
so funny. The funniest part of that shit, I'll never forget. She shoots him with like the little water blaster thingy.
See
She
the
goes,
outline?
"Well, I can see someone circumcised, shalom," or some shit like that. I was like, dude, that's fucking funny. Whoever's the writer on that shit, nailed it on that joke. That's a good one.
That shit was so funny.
That was a funny ass movie.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they did another one. Yeah. What the fuck is on the screen right there? Oh,
That was my toe.
Oh.
like dude, something's
You
pale.
just got
What is that?
towed.
Yeah, are you
Yeah,
like
totally,
into
bro.
are you into foot stuff or
Yeah, you're getting towed right now.
I'm gonna have to go with nah. It's a solid nah for this guy.
Cool. I'm not into foot stuff either.
No, not a fan.
It's not for me.
Yeah, it just seems weird. They're like your hosts, basically.
They were
Let's be honest.
exactly. They are your hooves.
I mean,
I'm not like opposed to it. You know what I'm saying?
You got to pamper them.
I
but
always
that's
call
about
my
it.
hands my paws.
It's true. Got my paws and my hooves.
My paws, they're my shovels too for when they're my feeding utensils.
Occasionally,
Get
depending
them
on.
steak hoagies all up in there.
All up in there.
Yeah.
Mayo grease dripping everywhere.
Oh God! Don't even.
That just hurt my stomach tremendously.
Oh, it's so good.
Ugh.
I know. Jimmy's beside himself.
Steak and cheese is
So,
great.
Rob, when you order a steak hoagie, do you order it with mayo and Italian dressing?
I order it with very, very light mayo. Like
See, you're
If it
missing
were-
out on all that extra grease.
negative.
I like
Negative.
just a little bit. I do like
If-
it. I don't want too much on it.
Yeah, that it has to be like if I were to put it on myself, I would put it on and then flip the knife to the flat side and then scrape it back over top
Yeah.
to
I-
make
I
sure
like your method. I like your method.
to make sure it's the thinnest amount possible, because it's not the flavor, it's the texture, the sound effects. Like it's nasty to me. Like when you said about it dripping, I just fucking wanted to puke everywhere.
Oh yeah, it's just,
I like my mayo pretty loaded up. I'm big.
Yeah, like I said, not the flavor, dude. Like down here, we had this kind of mayo called Duke's. It's the fucking shit, and it's amazing, flavor-wise. But once again, just like every other mayo, the texture is just fucking disgusting to me. And it makes that like fucking nasty ass sound whenever you put the fucking knife in it.
look at it. He's all
Gross.
fired up over this.
Yeah, just fucking
Jimmy's
gross.
about the Ralph.
Yeah, I don't know about
So
no
foul.
Dukes, but I'm all about the Hellmans, you know.
It's like one step better than Hellman's.
That's saying a lot because
This mayo
Hellmans
talk
is good.
killing you right now.
Can't do mayo.
Don't try to feed me any Miracle Whip. I ain't buying that shit.
I hate Miracle Whip.
I just don't think that's like a nice thing to do to somebody to have that in your house. I actually wouldn't even have Dukes in here if it wasn't for the wife. She likes it.
Yeah, no, that's not a condiment I even have anywhere near my fridge.
We're always stocked up on mayo.
I literally could like eat the exact same food like if I were to live by myself, I could probably buy everything I need off of like Amazon and just like I don't like I'm definitely not one of those people that like cooks for myself. Like I'd rather like make a whole bunch of chicken and then just make like some steamed vegetables and just eat that every fucking day. I don't need a variety is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I'm definitely that dude. I can eat the
And
same
it could all
thing.
be very plain. It doesn't bother me.
I always eat Thai once a week. Like they know me down at Berg Thai now.
You go to Nikki. You go to is it Nikki's Thai Kitchen?
Yeah, it's called
Yeah,
Berg Thai
same
now.
place.
Oh, that's right. It changed before. What the fuck was it called when that was where me and Tail went our first, or like one of our first dates actually.
Thai by Boris.
I think that's what it was whenever we were there.
Yeah, and that place is okay too. I mean, it's good. I like the current one. Obviously, I get it all the time.
Yeah, their Tomka Gai soup was fucking amazing.
I just fuck with their Thai fried rice and their chicken pad Thai. For the most part, I get pretty boring.
I haven't had much Thai in my life.
Really,
Oh, it's good.
it's real good.
We get Chinese every now and then, but I know that's different.
Well, you fuck with the spice a little
It's
bit.
similar.
Oh, I love spice.
Yeah,
You like it
maybe
a
sometime.
spice?
Maybe when you come over, you want to try that instead.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
All right, that's
Charlie,
fine.
bring wet wipes.
Fair enough.
Here, Charlie. Here's the best advice I can give you. Right when they say how hot, whatever number initially comes to mind, go one lower.
Yes. That shit comes out hot.
I always get it with out of
Spicy.
3. 3 out of 5.
I fucked up one time, and I thought I was being tough. It was I think like first or second time I ever went, and I was like, "Oh, 4," and the lady was like, "You don't want 4." I was like, "No, I want 4," and she was like, "No, or
She
5."
wouldn't
I
even
think
let
I'd
you
asked
have
for
it.
5. And she was just like, "Yeah, you don't want it." I was like, "Yeah, like I want it now."
Give it.
The lady brought it out. I literally could only take like 4 or 5 bites of it. I broke out in a full body fucking sweat.
It's bad.
Bad
Now,
decision. Bad
The thing is,
decision.
it's not that
It
I.
still tastes really good.
It's not
but
that I
it's
can't
so-
eat it. It does taste really good, but all I can taste is just straight heat.
Yeah. It's not
Yeah.
enjoyable.
It's not enjoyable.
I'll stick with the 3
it's
or
what it
whatever
is.
whatever Jimmy gets.
Yeah,
But,
I normally just get fucking whatever they give me, to be honest.
So Rob, I mean, you were with me on my I don't remember what birthday it was, but we went to Quaker Steak. You came.
Oh
over,
yeah.
And I did the like a triple
Ultimate wing
triple
challenge.
X atomic wing challenge,
That's right.
and they don't taste good, you know.
Oh fuck no.
It's just a pride factor.
Yeah, it's all about the.
It
the
is.
pride.
I think they didn't even give you a shirt, right? Didn't they give you like a fucking bumper sticker or some shit?
I think I just got I got a T-shirt. Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I thought they gave you a bumper sticker. I remember thinking it was just bullshit. You should have got something else.
So what was the rule? You just had to eat 1 chicken wing?
6.
6.
Yeah, Charlie fucking punished them bitches
6
too. They
wing.
went
Well,
to-
the trick is you order a glass of milk with it,
Mm-hmm.
and you got to wear the fucking latex gloves
Mm-hmm.
because you don't want that shit going in your eyes afterwards. That'd be bad. But yeah, I did 6 wings and I ate them all, chugged the milk, and it was, tears streaming down my face. It was so fucking hot.
Flames coming out of
It
your
was so
asshole.
fucking hot. It doesn't taste good, like, in the slightest, which, I knew going in, but, like, I still wanted to do it just to say I fucking did it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
did.
yeah.
Guess what, guys? I fucking did it.
You did it.
Happy birthday to me.
Motherfucker did it. I was there.
Rob
Winning.
Dole saw that shit.
They got good shit. I think do they still have the one down in Oakland?
Yeah, it's like the quick stop one or whatever.
Yeah.
Kind of like a fast food one, kind of.
Yeah.
I think that's still there. I don't know. I haven't
It's
been to
pretty good.
Oakland
Yeah,
years.
it's right on Forbes, I think, or right off of Forbes.
It is.
It was right on Forbes
It's on the corner there.
last time I was there, which was years ago, probably a decade ago.
Yeah, it's still there. Well, it was as of like 3 years ago.
Shanny used to work down there.
That
Mhm.
was interesting. I'd never do it again.
Parking.
Hated Oakland.
I couldn't imagine parking.
Well, that's why I
Yeah,
rented a spot.
My wife worked down there for a while at the hospitals down there, and it was the fucking worst. She'd have to park in like this dedicated parking area blocks away, and then catch a goddamn bus down.
Oh yeah.
And like it's like, wait a minute. So you want these people to work these long fucking shifts and then catch a fucking bus?
Mm-hmm.
So what was she
And
working
do-
for UPMC?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was when she was working at Whippick.
That's because those close spots, those are dedicated for doctors and the administration.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The administration should not do that.
Yeah, I think like one of their parking lots is like down by the hot metal bridge,
Yeah, that's where I
Yeah.
used to park.
and then you got to shuttle
They
up
have
to
shuttles.
wherever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I parked,
TL
and
used
then I
to
moved it.
park closer to the Pitt campus, like
My mom
Pit
used to
prop.
catch a shuttle for 30 fucking years.
yeah.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking rough news, man.
Yeah. Betty Boop
Not
did.
for me. No, thank you.
Yeah, I couldn't fucking work down there.
I hated it. I rented a spot though when after work. I did park down by the hot metal bridge, and then I got sick of that fucking shuttle bullshit, making me late for work all the time.
That sounds like
So-
you didn't time it out right.
Yeah,
I'm thinking something more like that as well.
I'm like, screw that. No, there were times where it would pass you, and you'd be walking up to it, and it would just be like, "See ya."
Shannon, are you? You sounds like someone is a little bit familiar with the snooze button on her phone a little far too much.
You know what, Rob?
Because my wife does the same thing, and that's like, I'm in a hurry. It's like, well, why?
Yeah,
Hit the snooze button.
I'm not
Yeah.
all for waking up.
No, I hit.
I say that as if I'm a prompt person. I'm fucking.
I have
not.
always at least 5 alarms set, and I snooze all of them. It's bad.
If I've got to go
I
to
hate
work,
waking up.
I hate it.
if I've got to go to work, I'll wake right up as soon as the alarm goes off. I still typically do that. I'll wake right up. Now the problem is if I have nothing to fucking do, I'm right back to fucking sleep. I'll either fall asleep on the couch. Doesn't matter. I'm out.
See, that's weird because I'm like the opposite. Like if it's work, I'm like snooze, 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 snooze. I don't want to go to fucking work. But like today, I had to get up because I had to go out and get some charcoal because I was smoking some country style ribs.
Oh,
And I was like, yeah, I'll get right the fuck out of bed and go get some charcoal.
goddamn right.
How were they?
Delicious.
Did you make it
I
for dinner?
actually,
I did.
Sorry.
I actually wake up early all the time.
Do
It's
you?
like really, yeah. Like I'm up at. Today I was TL leaves for work. I typically wake up after she leaves, so like 6, 5, sometimes
Yeah.
5.
Fuck that.
What are you like, my grandfather? You eating grape nuts too?
Yeah, he has a
You
candy
can eat
dish
these grape
full of
nuts, bitch.
Werther's
Yeah,
and
seriously.
gumdrops.
You got plastic on your
Yeah.
couch or what?
Yeah, Jimmy, you want to come over here and sit on my lap, Jimmy? I'll give you some fucking
Where's your
candy.
shortbread cookies, motherfucker?
Don't worry about that thing poking you in the leg. Get over here. Got some Werther's for you.
Chris.
Uncle Touchy.
Jabronis.
That's even creepier with that fucking back on back there. I didn't even. My background, James.
What's that?
I said it's creepier now that I said that with the weird, like, party balloons or whatever fucking behind me.
Yeah, they look like eels on LSD or something.
They're my dildos. It's like part eel, part dildo.
I
I
get
was
you
waiting
there.
for somebody to say
They're a
that.
dildo.
I like it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Looks like you get a lot done with those.
Crickets.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's a Valtry's.
It's that Veltries, man.
Sitting heavy.
It sure is.
I went to a place today to have lunch with a buddy, and it's called Boomer Jacks. They're up there.
Hold up. You tell me you got fucking buddies in Texas?
Yeah.
Who are these buddies?
You're not allowed to have friends.
Wait.
Listen,
You know you're not allowed to socialize down there.
Jimmy's cheating on me with Shanann.
Yeah, but this has
I don't
been
even
going
know
on for
this
a
lady.
long time.
I don't even know this lady. You brought her into my podcast?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know who the fuck this is.
Who's
and
this outsider?
They've been friends forever. Give me a break,
Ever?
Rob. We never heard about this?
Hey, listen, Charlie. Outside of you, Jimmy's like one of the oldest friends of mine in the whole world. Actually, I knew Jimmy before I knew you. So Jimmy, why don't I know about Shanann?
I don't know.
Yeah, can we get down
Good
to the bottom of
question.
this?
I'd like to know,
Like,
James.
why has Shanann been a secret?
She's not a secret.
He's been hiding.
She's
me.
not a secret. I'm sorry. I've known you for, 25 years at least? I never heard about
Yeah,
Shanann.
I don't know. Just
Yeah,
never
Rob?
came
James,
up.
we've been friends for like 15 years.
I know.
I'm calling bullshit.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess technically, I know Shanann by proxy. of her
Yeah, exactly.
people,
Yeah.
You know her.
and I
people.
know your people. So you're good people.
Mm-hmm.
We know your people, Shanann.
Mm-hmm.
Plum people. You know how it is.
It's like Oakmont, but bigger.
It is. It's just more spread out.
Right?
Same quality of people, except for they have worse rednecks up there.
Yeah,
A little bit.
Probably.
Yeah.
they do.
Although we have the Verona version of rednecks, which are pretty unique in their own
Ooh.
regard.
Yeah, that's a whole breed of its own.
Yeah, then you got LV, and that's a whole different ball game.
Yeah. Holy hell.
I represent MV over here. You know what I'm saying? Like I was more of a middle guy.
It's like LV, but on the hill.
I was an extension of Lower Verona for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. School Street's rough.
Well, rough is not the right word, but not great. There was definitely like
I mean,
crackheads.
it's,
and stuff.
School Street's not no 4th Avenue, Big difference.
Oh.
Fourth is.
That's true.
That's where they got all the money in Verona.
Right. That's where the dealers
Fourth
live.
Street
Not
money.
Not
that 4th
not
Street
the
money.
users.
No, that's right. The users are down below the tracks, or in line to pick their kids up from school.
Yeah.
One of the two.
That's the center.
If
Ave-
anybody
that's the First
listening is
Avenue
from
move.
LV, this is all in fun.
Yeah, we're just. I actually lived in LV, so I'm talking shit on myself.
Yeah, you did. I got
Twice.
wine drunk at your house. Got a gun pulled on me on the way home.
Nice.
Right in front of oh shit, what was the name of those projects right there?
Verona Gardens.
Yeah,
Wait, who pulled a gun on you? What are you talking about?
a friend of ours. Catch on to this. A friend of ours who abused a drug
Okay.
I was associated with, and they recognized me because of that. So by proxy, I got threatened.
Did said person live in Oakmont or Verona?
Not saying on here, but you know who I'm talking about.
I know. I'm trying to narrow it down. There's two people I'm thinking
That's
of.
true. Our neighborhood's not a good one to do that, and you
could be-
can't fucking.
That could be so many people.
It doesn't matter. Anyway,
Unfortunately.
I think I know.
this
I think I know.
this male, it caused that to happen to me twice, actually.
Yeah. Okay. I know. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, that was interesting. I was wine drunk as shit. We drank drank the fuck out of box wine
Yeah.
at your house.
Yeah. I tried to drink an entire box once.
Good times.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know who?
how'd
You know
that
who
go?
was there? You know who bought it for me?
Who?
Stacy.
Oh God, what a slush.
Stacinator.
Yeah.
What's a slush? Is that like another word for
Yeah, I don't
slut?
know that.
I didn't think
That's a
people
new
caught
one to
on
me.
to that.
Oh, he caught on quick.
Damn.
Can you give
My
us a
nanny.
definition?
Well, my nanny always says it because her granddaughter, she's
What's a nunny?
Your
do you
nonna.
mean?
It's Italian for like nonna is Italian for grandmother.
Okay.
Charlie, you're
so-
So you say nanny.
I just need
Instead of
definitions
nonna.
as we go.
It depends on where you're from. We have it's Nana in my family.
And she's from Italy.
Yeah.
So she is old school Italian, isn't done. She's a racist, really. I mean, let's cut to the chase. She's old school
My
Italian.
grandfather was
All old people Racist.
Not my
Yes.
grandmother. My dad's mom's a sweetheart, but her granddaughter was dating a black guy and she was not happy about it. So she saw him with them and she goes, "Oh, that Asari, she did nothing but a slush." And what she meant to say was slut.
Oh, nice.
My aunt's going, she go, "Oh, the slut, they're all the same thing." We're like, "No, it's really not."
Yeah, that slush is a delightful drink that you
I
have
love a
in
good
summertime.
slushy.
Grandma.
So slush is a shenanigan family word.
Yeah, it's a shenanigan word that goes way, way back to the old country.
Back to the old country.
Somebody's
Got it.
slushy. It's code.
Got it. Gotta watch out for those slushies.
Where in the old country was said grandma from, Shannon?
Calabria.
Oh, that's awesome. My grandfather was from a little bit south of Naples.
Oh. I know exactly where you're at.
Exactly.
South of Naples.
That's
That's where I
crazy.
would guess. If I had a map, I would look south of Naples and say, "Oh, there's
Between that
Rob's
and Calabria,
grandfather."
you got to do it
Somewhere
right
between
those.
Route 22 and down there where Pepe's Pizza used to be.
Exactly what I was thinking. We're actually going to Italy in next May.
No
Are you?
shit.
Family reunion.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. We're
Oompa.
doing it in Sicily.
Do you speak
Oompa,
any
Jimmy.
Italian?
Yep.
Do you speak Italian at all?
No,
That's
I
all I
wish I
got.
could though.
Well, it's a
Fucking
good time to learn. You have a year to do it.
Yeah, I could learn.
Bust out that Rosetta
But
Stone.
it sounds
about
like
to.
you're not going to.
I probably won't.
As soon as you see, listen, Shannon, what you do, I do speak Italian. So what you need to do is, as soon as you see,
You don't speak Italian.
You're full of shit, Rob.
You might have a few phrases, but come on, you can't have a conversation.
I'm more fluent than she is, right?
I guess, probably would imagine. I mean, I know words and little things, but I don't know how to speak it fluently.
I don't believe this for a
We're
second.
not buying this shit. Come
Oh.
on, man.
Should we have an Italian?
No,
like,
you just
an Italian
as soon as
speak off.
you-
An
Rob?
Italian speak off.
We're gonna do an Italian speak off
you
right
see your
now.
grandma,
Brad
stick your
Pitt.
arms up in the air and just go putan, and she'll be like so happy to see you. She just run
All
up and she'll
right,
give you.
all right, let's
I'm
start with the basics. Okay, Rob, I'll let you go first. Where is the bathroom?
I see. I don't know any of those basic words. I don't know any of that shit.
Yeah,
I just know what I've picked up from Italians.
I do know that. De donde?
That's Spanish.
No, they're both Latin based.
They're very,
They
very
are
similar.
similar.
They're very similar.
They are
languages.
similar.
It's donde in Spanish. In Italian, it's donde.
I bet Brad Pitt in Inglourious Bastards has better Italian than Rob.
I know my
Or
buddy
whatever,
from
dear
Italy.
Jay.
I know a sentence. I know one sentence.
It's good.
It's il
No,
piace il tuo profumo.
Oh.
Which means
You smell
Bring
nice.
it
Like
up.
if somebody smells good, like the perfume, they'll say.
I know
that.
all the bad stuff.
that's
My
what I was
family-
gonna
I do
say.
know
Rob,
that,
you probably
too.
know all the curse words.
I know all the bad stuff because my
But
family.
there's dialects too. You might
Well,
know cuss word like katso. That's pretty common. Like that's a pretty.
What's that?
Katso means cock.
How do you say cunt?
That see, I forget. My buddy, because I dated a kid whose family was from Italy. One of my buddies is from Italy. A couple of my buddies are from Italy. So I always would tell them to teach me all the bad words.
Isn't that like putana? Doesn't that mean fucking whore or something like that?
No, actually, it doesn't.
What's it mean?
Or no, it does mean whore. People
Yeah.
would think it. I think it meant pussy.
No,
Yeah, I
that's
bet it meant whore.
like
But it
the
does mean
slang
whore.
for that. Slang for that is like cuca for female genitalia. So it'd be like the same thing as saying like cock.
Genitalia.
Female genitalia.
Let's try to be nice.
For the hoo
No,
ha.
that's fair. That's fair.
Keep
Yeah,
it very
yeah.
PG here.
I love that. I hope to
That
God this
PG
reaches
was down the fucking toilet a long time ago.
It's like, what are these fucks talking about?
I don't know.
Just rambling.
Definitely.
Now, my
Rambling,
grandparents,
man.
as soon as he got to the States, it was back in the day when it was you're not going to get a fucking job if you don't speak English. So that shit
Yes.
went south. Didn't teach anybody.
Actually, my aunt, she spoke Italian. She actually went to kindergarten and didn't know any English. And she had
Yeah.
to learn English, but because of the way they grew up, it was so different than all of the American kids that they didn't take to the culture, like the language and stuff as much. She spoke it, but she ended up losing it because she stopped speaking it once she learned English, because she didn't want to be the weird kid.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's weird.
And she understands it now. She's in her 50s, and she completely understands it. With my nanny and her sister are together because they talk in Italian. They'll go from Italian to English. I mean, you know, Rob, I'm sure from your grandparents and stuff, but she'll translate
was
it.
way dead before I was born, unfortunately. Actually, no, I think he died like 6 months after I was born.
Aww.
But yeah, it's all good. He was a bad dude. That sounds really rude to say. I don't mean, yeah, I do. I like that. But no, one thing with him though, he just came over in a generation when like Italians weren't able to get jobs and shit like that, so they just wanted to hide that shit, like, you know, changing names to like Mark and like rather than Marco and shit like that.
Oh yeah.
Marco.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you would have looked at the dude, I mean, he was like dark, like super dark complected.
There was no
I mean,
hiding it.
No, he looked more black than he looked Italian.
Yep. That olive.
Yeah, not me. I'm pale.
Yep.
Not as pale as me.
Nope. That's hard to
You
beat.
can't get that. I mean, I'm close, but I got the black hair
This
at least.
this screen is making me look way
I'm
paler
not
than I
dark either,
am.
though.
We're all pretty pale here.
Yeah, I don't think I'm
It's
dark
March in
complected.
Pittsburgh. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
listen,
mean,
I
I'm a
live
hell
in
of a lot
And it's the
darker
middle of
than
a
you
fucking
are.
pandemic, all right?
We're
We
like
don't
a
see
different race,
sunshine.
man. Look at the different races.
I'm what they
I-
call pure Aryan.
We're about the same.
Jimmy's.
I think we've done this before.
I'm like 2 shades darker than Jimmy.
Chucks, you're a little more red than I am right now.
Yeah, I get red. That's the Irish.
I'm more olive currently because I live in Texas and we have 300 days of sun in this bitch.
I know.
The screen makes me look very white.
I
Very
haven't
cocky.
seen the fucking sun since like September.
I haven't seen the stars in 6 years.
It has been getting sunny, as our weather lady Shannon told us. We're gonna have a nice week coming up.
Yes. It's supposed to go into the 60s.
Like it was like almost 40 today, and it was sunny out, and I was like, "Ah, man, it's so nice."
It was beautiful.
Was
That
beautiful.
little motherfucker say, like, are you guys out or
What do you mean?
fucking Groundhog Day?
Pretty close.
Okay, cool.
We're like right on the cusp of getting into good spring
Decent
here.
weather, yeah.
Yeah,
Slow
that's-
but sure.
It's like
basically
we're
there.
jumping between like 20 and 50 right now, so
Yeah.
it's hard.
Shit's all kinds of
It's hard to
confusing.
say.
Yeah, it's all
Typical
over the place.
Pittsburgh spring weather.
Leave your house in layers like a bitch so you
Oh,
can
it's
just
the
take
worst.
Yep. That's exactly how
Absolute
you do it, too.
worst.
Yeah, it's like I'll leave the house in the morning with a hoodie and a Carhartt on top of that, and then I'll come home in a t-shirt. You
Yep.
know? That's just how it
So,
is.
It is, too.
Texas is actually like that a lot here because there's so much fucking wind. It's so flat where I live.
Well,
in
yeah,
North-
and it gets so cold when the sun's down too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So the crazy thing is like you can start out the day at like 40 degrees, hit the middle of the day, and it's 102 degrees. At nighttime, be like 50 degrees, and then the next day
Yeah.
it'll sleet and hail, and then the day after that it's 100 degrees again. You're like, what in the motherfucker is actually happening in this bitch?
Got them Santa Ana
I
winds.
mean, that's just like a desert situation. Like even like Death Valley like records the hottest temperatures in the United States, but then it gets like so fucking cold at night. It's crazy.
I've done that. I've spent a night in Vegas in the desert.
I thought you were gonna say you spent a night in the middle of Death Valley.
You know, Jimmy's
No,
an
not
adventurer. He actually got stuck and had to cut his arm off. He was like one of those dudes, like that guy in the, you know, that
Not my own
James
arm, Rob.
Franco.
James
Not my
Franco,
own.
yeah. What was that?
yeah. Well, it wasn't based off a true story. I mean, they can't.
Got a little hungry. Had a nibble. Not as good as Valtry's, but
It was like the old school. It was like the old school, like fucking Warner Brothers cartoons where like you turn into a chicken leg or some shit.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look so tasty. Mm.
Those tasty forearms.
Yum, 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 yum.
I'd start with Ryan Jeffries' calf muscle.
Ooh,
It's the
that could
size-
feed you for weeks, man.
It's like a
Yeah.
turkey leg.
It's like, God, it's a turkey.
huge.
It's like 10
Is-
turkey legs into one.
Yeah, and it's like pure like Wagyu beef too. That motherfucker's been carrying around, Ryan his whole life. He's a bigger fella. It's just fucking.
Yeah,
I just
you cook that shit low and slow, render that fat down. You're gonna have a nice juicy piece
Ew,
of
I'm
meat.
gonna throw up right now
Look at
just
this.
thinking
This is
about
kind of
it.
like
Smother it with
humans.
some mayo. Oh my god, you'll be in
Ooh,
heaven.
mayo. You're not even gonna give him like a.
Mayo.
Smother.
You're not even gonna give him like a Carolina rub or something.
No,
like
I'll
that?
give it a good rub, but then I'll just
put it straight
like,
Texas
I'll put
style
it on-
dry with an
I'll put
rub.
it on a good bun with some mayo afterwards.
God.
I've lived in Texas too long. If the meat's good, you don't do fuck all with it. You just put salt and pepper and garlic and leave it alone.
Yeah, good old
Let's
salt and pepper
say-
rub.
I'm
Yep.
okay with that. And you know what? If Chuck wants to go that route in our cook off or smoke off,
Oh,
Then
so we're
that's a
talking
good
about
idea.
the smoke off now.
Did you just present a challenge? Oh.
yeah,
The
Rob,
challenge has been presented, but not on
Is this
podcast.
not officially, not officially.
What is it now?
I've been challenged to a smoke off.
So not the same kind that. Never mind. Continue.
So I was hanging with Dom and Bill, and Dom has a smoker,
I've heard he's really good.
and he's pretty good.
Give dude his credit.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
am.
go ahead, give him his credit.
Yeah.
But who's
mine,
better?
James.
Yeah,
Who's better?
I don't know, and that's the point of all this.
Rob ate one of my chicken wings, and all said and done, he was under heavy influence of substances. He said it was the best chicken wing he ever
It
had.
was delicious.
I actually stand by that. That's one of the few things I remember from the whole evening.
It was
Thinking
It
that
was
it was
so good that
surprising.
it's so good
It
that
needed nothing.
in a blackout night, that's the only thing you remember. That's how good that chicken wing was.
Stuck with.
I was bummed though that I
It was
don't
like
remember.
A dream come true.
So, we were just dicking around, and we were saying that since they both like to smoke stuff, that they should have a smoke off to see who is the king smoker. And so we're gonna be planning that at some point soon. I guess we'll have to pick like 2 or 3 meats, like wings, this and that, or whatever.
Jimmy, I say you throw your hat in and go out and buy a smoker and do it totally novice, just so you can show both of them up.
I actually, with those two buying them, I wanted to buy a smoker.
You probably should. I suggest a pellet one like I have because it involves so much less
bullshit.
everything. Yeah. It's all the same type of material. It just does it all for you. It just costs too much money. It's way too expensive. It's fucking stupid.
How
It
much
sits
they
on my
cost?
back porch. Mine was
Probably like 500 cheapest, at least.
It was like when I bought it, it was like $650, but that was discounted. But now you could get the same model that I have for cheaper than that. But if you went like gnarly and bought a Traeger, they're like a small one is $1,000.
Jeez,
But they're the best you can buy apparently.
interesting.
But look up pellet grills; they're really cool.
Well, I'll check.
But
something out.
Charlie's involves like work and skill. What he has.
A little bit.
I don't.
I mean, yours is more of a set it and forget it. Mine is.
Yeah, I just have to make sure the hopper has pellets in them. They're just compressed wood.
Yeah, I have a charcoal smoker and I use wood chunks in mine, and you kind of got to watch the temperature. You just adjust the vents, that's feeding the charcoal, but it's not too bad. I mean, it's you do have to watch it, but it's not like nothing crazy.
Yeah, mine just has like a hopper, and horizontally it feeds it into this little flame box.
Yeah,
And no matter what, it keeps it at that exact same temperature.
I just have to check the temperature like every half hour or so.
And it has you can buy them now where they have a thermometer that, like mine has one, that there's a thermometer you put in it, and it sends a text to you, and you can adjust the temperature from inside your house.
Oh,
That's pretty
well,
cool.
that's fucking bougie.
Right.
See, that's the thing is like my dumb ass will be like,
Yeah, see,
I
that's
want
the
that.
thing. That's bougie. I'm loading my shit up with charcoal and lighting it. I'm smelling like I've been at a campfire all day.
I love that smell.
I'm doing the real deal here.
Well, hey, maybe that pays off. It's up to the judges to decide.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, they do say with the pellet grills, as easy as they are, you lose a little bit of that smoke flavor.
that's true. But you can also adjust your temperature in order to keep it in the smoke longer. And you can
I
adjust
think
your.
me and
you
Rob
can-
need to have a smoke off.
That's what it sounds like.
No, you'll probably murk me, dude. I've not done enough.
I've been doing it every weekend since I got it.
Yeah, no. See, you have more people that eat meat in your house. It's just me up in this bitch. So
Oh, that's right. Tail don't eat meat.
Oh.
Yeah, we all eat meat.
Yeah, that's tough, dude.
Yeah, I made
Rob, I'm the same way. If
I
it's
made
like,
country style ribs today, and which, by the way, contains not 1 ounce of rib meat. It's actually cut from pork shoulder. But
no shit.
nonetheless, it's basically a boneless chunk of meat, and they turned out really good. I smoked them for like 4 hours, and then I braised them, which is basically almost like stewing them in like just like a little bit of liquid, which I used apple juice and barbecue sauce and onions,
wow.
and then you cover
Cooking with Chuck.
you
This is
cover
awesome.
you cover that up real tight and let it like steams in there.
Best dad ever.
Keeps your meat nice and moist.
Yeah.
I feel like we should.
Charlie,
Moist.
They were
Charlie,
really good.
here's the next step that you should take, Chuck.
Water.
Yo, gets that water.
Yeah.
Charlie, when you come into Texas to hunt pigs on my property, and then, or not mine, my father-in-law's property, and then we can butcher the meat ourselves and then smoke it right there.
Let's just
That'd
do
be
a whole
awesome.
pig roast.
It's as fresh as it gets.
You could totally do it
Pig
out on the
roast,
property.
pig roast.
Come down.
That's like
We could do it Puerto Rican style and put that shit in the fucking ground.
Fuck yeah.
That's some of that
dude,
freshy fresh.
I saw that on that barbecue show I
I
watched
saw
on
that
Netflix.
too. It's so dope looking.
Like you dig the
They used to
pit
do it
in
all
the
the
ground,
time.
then you put like the
Yeah.
grate on top of it. Oh my god!
Yeah, when you guys come down here, we'll have to do that.
Like those
'Cause-
people on that
'cause-
show are so talented. I can't. I'm not there yet, but I'm hoping I'll get there.
Yeah, for sure.
The
I love
pigs
food.
are an invasive
Me too.
pigs are an invasive species down here, so there's no like hunting season for them.
It's
Yeah,
just kill those
fair
motherfuckers.
game, yeah.
It's just but the crazy thing is they reproduce like I think it's like every like 6 months or some shit like that.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
about
they're
my cycle too.
yeah, I thought it was, dude. You're a breeding mouse from Petco. I've been saying that shit for years. But then the offspring can breed after like 6 months, so then they can breed up to like 12 piglets or some shit like that.
6
just
months and
over
they're
and over,
fucking
over,
busting nuts
over,
already.
over. So there's literally no fucking way. Yeah, exactly, dude. Busting nuts and breaking ovaries, and so this yeah, you're welcome. This shit's fucking crazy here, but I've only done it a couple times because I'm not going to eat all the fucking meat. You know what I mean? So I'm in that weird spot to where it feels like it's too fucked up for me just to max something, even though it's an invasive species. To me, it's like fucking that still sits in that weird spot.
These wild pigs are like huge, right?
Yeah.
They can be, dude. I actually had one run into a ground blind I was sitting in. I was bow hunting, and I heard it fucking running behind me, and I was being lazy, and I didn't like spike my ground blind into the ground. I just left it kind of loose, like a tent, like you would put a tent down without staking it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know what any of this means, but I'm listening.
Well, it's like a tent without a bottom, basically.
Okay.
But it blends in to like a big pile of brush or some shit. So I was sitting there and I heard it running behind me, and it pushed up the side of the fucking thing, and all I could see, they have actually, if like Babe the pig would go out into the wild, apparently like they'll turn feral in like 30 days. Like they'll start growing the cutter fangs and shit.
No
Their hair will
shit.
start growing. Yeah, that apparently. I don't, I'm not a, I have not, I've not studied the genus of Suscrafa, but it's fucking crazy here though. Like when you see cars hit them, it just like they fucking explode. Not the pigs, the cars, because they're so big, they're so like dense. It just like a fucking Honda doesn't stand a goddamn chance, and they just sprint across the road. And their babies are the cutest goddamn thing you've ever seen in your whole life. They're like little speckled, little brown, black, cute as shit.
I bet they're darling.
Oh, fuck you. You think they're fucking cute.
I do. I'm agreeing with you. I wasn't using sarcasm.
James
legit.
does
I like
love
it.
a good animal.
I love animals, man.
Yeah, he does. He's got a soft spot for him.
Got a
Dude,
cat
your
staring at
cat-
it right now.
Your cat was one of my favorite parts of the visit.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Come on, Carlos. We're talking about you, buddy.
Good old Carlos.
She's a
Big
good
old.
girl.
Oh,
Oh, she's all fired up right now.
she's feisty right now. She's
still
trying to
You
attack.
watch Trailer Park Boys at all?
Yes.
You remember Larry Laser Eyes, the fucking the cat? It was a mountain lion. Oh no, that was Steve French. His name was Steve French.
That show was funny.
Yeah, that show was a little.
Anyway, they'd always take pictures of him, and he would have like those crazy eyes. And another one of his cats is Larry Laser Eyes.
That's awesome.
And I thought every time I take a picture of your cat, it fucking had those like crazy glowing eyes. And I kept in my head calling it Larry Laser Eyes.
Yeah, that's about right.
She does that.
All right, we're about 2 hours in. We are 2 hours.
And this bitch.
Yeah, it's time to slam this bitch.
Well, hey guys, good job making something out of nothing. Shanann, thank you for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Are we wrapping it up while I was looking at my phone?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, thanks so much for listening.
As always.
As always.
As always.
Check out our socials on Facebook and Twitter. And if you're listening to us, you already know where to find us, so we don't need to do all that. Check out our podcast friends, McSauce, Fireside Chat.
Actually, check out a Fireside Chat for show, because me and Charlie were on a recent edition.
That's right. Rob and I did
with Beardos.
Rob and I did a guest appearance on a Fireside Chat, so be sure to check that out. That was a lot of fun, Rob, wasn't it?
Oh hell yeah, he's one of my favorites. He's a national treasure.
He is a national treasure.
He's on Tinder. Check his ass out. Find him, ladies.
He's on what?
Huge wiener. Tinder.
Oh, Tinder. Go get that dick, girls.
It's crazy.
I'm sorry. Where was I? Yeah, check out McSauce, Fireside Chat, Case in Point. Who else, Rob?
Working Stiffs.
Working Stiffs. That's right. And
especially because they gave me a shout out. Those are my dudes.
Yeah, they're good. I like listening to them a lot.
And they made fun of Jimmy on there, so that was fun.
Yeah. For what?
Fucking lawyer.
Don't worry about it.
Lawyer, you.
All right. Well.
Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for listening. I'm Chuck.
I'm Rob.
I'm Jimmy.
And that's Shanann. And
Bye, Shannon.
we hope you find you well. Goodbye.